What are you doing? You just got the life. You gonna come help me or what? No? What's going on, everyone? It's Alex back again. Hope everyone's doing well. So I wanted to take the G out today and run some errands, but unfortunately the car had some other plans. Yep, dead battery. So now I gotta go out, get a new battery, and throw it in the car. I think it's kind of crazy that a barely 4-year-old car has a dead OEM battery, but what are you gonna do? So I gotta run out, and I'm gonna run to Advanced Auto, pick up a battery, and throw it in the car so I can use it this week. Alright, so now I get to use the old trusty Integra again. Here we go. Alright, got the battery back home. I'm actually going to jump start the car and pull it in the garage just because it's easier to work with all my tools in the garage. So I'm going to do that now and then we'll get started on the battery. Alright, so car's in the garage. Got it all set up here to change the battery. So we can first pop off this battery cover here. Alright, so now the battery's exposed. As you can see here, we can get to the 2 terminals just fine and the one screw for the bracket here. But the other one, if you can see it, is way back underneath this plastic piece. It's pretty easy to remove. It's just a few clips. We're going to start with this front piece here, and then it'll make it easier to get to this back piece. So we're going to remove one clip here, another one here, and then here, and then this whole front piece will come off. And now once you remove those 3 clips, this front part will just pop right off. Now we can work on removing this plastic piece. So first you just want to pull up the rubber weather stripping. It's actually like a seam in the middle here, and this piece is what we're actually going to take off to give us access to the back of the battery. So take off the one clip here. There's another clip down here in the corner. And then you pull up on this little tab here. I don't know if you can see, and there's a little tab that you pull up on. And then this whole piece will pull away from the windshield, as well as taking this little piece of weather stripping with it. Now once those 2 clips are out, you can unclip this in the middle, and it'll simply pull away from the windshield. So now with those plastic pieces removed, you can see here you have perfect access to the battery, and you can remove the complete battery tie there as well as the 2 terminals. So now I'll start by removing the battery terminals. I like to remove the positive first and keep the negative attached just for safety reasons. The battery terminals as well as the battery strap is held on with 10mm nuts. So you just need a wrench or socket or something to loosen those nuts. So I'll go ahead and remove the 2 battery terminals, and then I'll take the battery strap off, and then we can raise it up and pull it out of the car. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and loosen the battery cables. Just make sure when you're loosening these that your wrench doesn't touch any metal part of the body because it will spark. Right, positive is off. And now the negative is off. Now with the 2 battery cables removed, we can pull off the mounting strap, and the battery will be able to be pulled up out of the car. So now that the battery's been removed, we can go ahead and grab our new battery and drop it down in. Alright, so the battery's in. Now you can go ahead and reinstall your battery tie. You're going to have to kind of fish these hooks back on in the front and the back, and then you can go ahead and retighten these nuts down. Alright, so battery's back on, they're nice and tight. So I'm going to put these battery cables back on, and like I said, just for safety reasons, I'm going to do the grounding first. And just like that, your battery's reconnected. All right, so now you have your new battery in the car. Everything's hooked up. So now it's time to replace those plastic trim pieces. So with this first one, you just want to kind of feed it back and make sure the weather stripping comes up here in the corner. If you see this little groove here, it's also important to make sure that the edge of the fender kind of fits nice in that groove. Then once you have that rubber molding piece situated, you can line it up with your little clip over here and just push it the rest of the way in. And now it's back in place. So just place your 2 clips, one here and one here, back in. Now you can replace the rubber molding back on that edge there. And finally, you can replace your last piece of molding here. Kind of just lays on top. And then you can put your clip there, there, and there. And lastly, you can install your battery cover. All done. All right, so the battery change is done. I hope that helped any of you that, may want to tackle this project yourself. It's not really hard. It just requires the removal of some of those trim pieces, but it can be done in your garage in just a few minutes. So since your battery was disconnected, you're gonna have to reset your power windows. I made a video about that a while back. I'll put the link up top here. Basically what happens is when you replace the battery, the windows will automatically go down, but they won't automatically go back up. So you have to perform this simple reset procedure. Also, when I reconnected my battery, my radio presets were still set in the car. I don't know what years that affects or if it's just the newer ones or what have you, but mine were still there. Yours may not be, so you may have to go in and reset your radio presets. Just make sure when you go buy the battery that you let them know your year, make, and model of the vehicle. They'll give you the correct battery. And then when you're hooking up the battery, make sure that the positive goes with the red and the black goes with the negative, and you should be set. All right, thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions, anything to say. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you haven't already, please press the subscribe button and turn notifications on for my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks to all of you out there that are watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it. All right, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.